Instagram, morning Facebook, connected and connected. Good morning guys, Lauren from SpeedFit Claremont here, starting off on your Wednesday hump day with some yoga. Now anyone who did see my post yesterday, either my live or my post on Facebook, Instagram, today's session is going to be for pain relief or pain prevention. We're going to be looking at a technique called nerve gliding or nerve flossing. So this isn't a treatment for pain. Of course, I'm not a doctor. I'm never prescribing you treatments. However, nerve flossing or gliding has been shown to relieve pain in people that do suffer things such as sciatic pain, and also act as a really great prevention for developing pain such as sciatic pain or pain in the arms. So signs and symptoms could be numbness, tingling in the fingers, in the arms, which can be a sort of a pinching or an entrapment of the nerves in the thoracic spine. Sciatic nerve pain, of course, is quite a common pain, a deep throbbing sensation in the back of the leg, the hip, and extra tightness in the hamstrings. So what we're going to do today is a nice gentle flow. We're going to do quite a lot of stretching, and then we're going to incorporate some of these nerve gliding or flossing techniques. They're different. They feel a little different. They're not a stretch. They look like a stretch, but they don't feel like a stretch. And the aim essentially is to pull our nerve from opposite ends. And what we do is we force that nerve to glide in the surrounding muscle and fascia. So often when we have a tightness, for example, my hamstring, if my hamstring is tight, I usually assume that that is the muscle, and I stretch that muscle and I try and elongate. All right, we're back on? Yes, perfect. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, hamstring. If I have a tight hamstring, I'll assume it's the muscle and I'll think, okay, great, I'm going to stretch that hamstring. However, the pain that I'm experiencing may actually be a side effect of my sciatic nerve running down the back of the leg being entrapped in those tight muscles or tight fascia. So your nerves should be able to glide or run from one length of the leg to the other. And now if we have really tight muscles or tight fascia, what they can do is actually inhibit that nerve or pinch that nerve and prevent it from moving up and down its normal gliding pattern. And what happens then is it may stretch, it may overstretch, which can create a cause of pain or a lack of sensation, so tingling in the toes, numbness in the toes, extremities of cold in the toes. And so the aim of nerve gliding or flossing, much like flossing your teeth, do it every day, prevention is the key, is we just maintain a nice healthy glide of that nerve through the muscles to ensure that we don't inhibit them and we don't create unnecessary pain. With that, guys, let's get started. So very gentle practice today. I want you to start in a prone position on your mat. So we're going to come down, lying on our mat onto our backs. So just assist yourself down in the easiest way possible for you. Lying down on your back, feet are hanging out to the sides, arms are resting down by the side. And we'll just start by centering on our breathing. Allow your body to hang heavy down into the mat. Allow your shoulders to soften down. Allow the knee and ankle joints to hang heavy. And begin to breathe slowly and deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. Start to really focus on your breath, drawing your intention to your breath. As you inhale, visualize the breath traveling through to the belly. Feel your belly lift and expand. And as you exhale, visualize that breath traveling out through the nose, releasing tensions that you hold into the air. Inhale that energetic breath all the way through. Feel the abdomen lift and expand. Feel the chest fill. And exhale slowly. Feel the chest empty. feel the belly empty, feel it sink down and release. Inhale through the nose. Make a mental note of how your body is feeling today. Do you feel any tightness, tension, or pain in a certain area today? Do you feel tired? Do you feel energized? Just take a mental note of how your body feels as you continue to breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. Today's Sankalpa or focus point is just going to be our breath. So we're going to focus on energizing inhalations and releasing exhalations. Every time your mind starts to wander, bring it back to that focus. Inhale energy and exhale release. Opening the eyes. With your next inhale, we're going to bring the knees bent, placing the soles of the feet down on the mat, allowing the lower back to hang heavy down into the mat, so we have a slight tuck of the tailbone here. Taking the arms out to the sides, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Inhale deeply through the nose, and as you exhale, allow the knees to rock all the way over to the left-hand side, touching down as far as you can. Inhale them back through to center, and exhale them down to the opposite side. So we're just going to start to warm up through the spine. Inhale to center, and exhale to the opposite side. Moving in time with your own breathing, only allowing those knees to travel as far as they can without you experiencing any unnecessary pain or tension through the lower back. Holding the knees in the center. Extending the arms up in line with the shoulders. Bend at the elbows, and we're going to take hold of opposite elbows with opposite hand. So left hand grabs right elbow, right hand grabs left elbow, creating this nice square shape over the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, left knees travel to left side of the mat, and the arms come over to the right side of the mat, twisting through the spine. Inhale back to center. As we exhale, arms travel left, knees travel right. Inhale back to center. Once again, moving with your own breathing. Feel that nice twisting sensation through the back, through the spine. Exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. One more repetition on each side, working in time with your own breathing. Holding in the center, releasing the arms down by the sides. Now we're going to lengthen left leg long on the mat. Right knee bends in towards the chest, taking hold of the knee, and allow the foot to relax. So toes are pointed, ankle is relaxed, knee is drawing into the chest. This is our first flossing exercise for today, guys. So we are working on the sciatic nerve. We are working on lengthening the sciatic nerve, allowing it to travel from the foot through to the thigh. So at the moment, the muscle is up near the thigh. Take hold of the back of your thigh so the knee stays drawn in towards you in this same position. As you inhale, straighten the leg. Now you don't want to stretch the hamstring, so you don't want to force this stretch. You just want to bend it to the point where you start to feel a little bit of tension through hamstring. So the knee will probably still be bent. We pull the toes all the way back towards the face. And then as we exhale, we relax the foot and we bring it down to the starting position. So the work with flossing or nerve gliding is in the movement itself, not in the final position of a pose. So we're going to move this one with our breath. Eye gaze to the ceiling, chin slightly tucked. Inhale, straightening that leg nice and slowly. Drawing the toes back towards the face. And exhale, relaxing through ankle, bending the knee down. Moving in time with long, slow, deep breaths, guys. Long, slow inhalations and long, slow exhalations. Make sure you are not moving too deeply into this position. It's not a stretch, it's the movement itself. Allowing that sciatic nerve to run from one end to the other, moving up and down through the back of our leg. One more repetition on this side, wherever you are, flexing foot at the top and slowly lowering it back down. Releasing the right leg long on the mat. Inhale, draw the left knee in, give it a nice big hug in towards the chest. Exhale. Inhale deeply, energize and exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Release. Taking hold of the back of the thigh, flossing on this side. As we inhale, we start to extend that leg all the way up. We flex the foot. Remember, knee bend is okay here. Exhale, relaxing through ankle, bending into the knee. So the thigh stays still here. You keep the same degree of an angle on the thigh. We're just bending and straightening at the knee joint. Flexing and releasing from the ankle joint. Inhale, lengthen, flexing toes towards face. Exhale, bending knees, softening ankle and foot. Moving in time with your own breath, nice long, slow, controlled movements. One more repetition. Exhale, bending down. Drawing both knees into the chest now, taking hold of the shins or the backs of the thighs, drawing circles over the lower back, massaging the muscles of the lower back. Continue breathing nice and deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. Other direction, nice big circles. Pausing in the center, allow the body to rock over onto the right hand side, resting the head on the right arm. Breathing deeply through to the belly and exhaling, emptying out all of your breath. Pressing down with the left hand, pushing yourself up, coming into a seated position. any comfortable seated position for you. Please place cushions under the sit bones to elevate if that's better for you. You can extend legs out in front if you find this more comfortable, or have the knees slightly bent. You can also place props under the knees to keep them elevated. Comfortable seated position should be just that, comfortable. We're going to work on some of our thoracic nerves now, up in the neck. So just keeping left hand rested down on the thigh. Inhale the right arm out long, palm faces up towards the ceiling. Inhale. As we exhale, we curl the fingers to the shoulder and we open, allowing the left ear to travel down towards left shoulder. Slowly we reverse, opening the arm, allowing fingers to drop to floor, taking the right ear to the right shoulder. Now we'll use our breath with this one again, guys. Inhale, drawing a circle, fingers touch shoulder, left ear hangs towards shoulder. And exhale, opening, allow fingers to drop to the floor, allow right ear to travel to right shoulder. Nice and slow and controlled. Working on allowing those nerves to travel from one extent to the other. Now, if you do have any sort of entrapment in these thoracic nerves, such as I do, you usually experience it as shoulder issues. So quite common to get numbness, tingling in the fingers or the arms. Perhaps at night when you sleep you find that your arms go numb very easily. As well as cold hands, fatigue or heaviness in the limb. One more repetition here, guys. Finishing with our open position, releasing the head and taking the hand down to the thigh. Other side. Lifting left arm, palm faces up towards the ceiling. Inhale, taking the fingers to the shoulder, creating a circle as right ear travels to right shoulder. Now note that my upper arm is staying up in line with my shoulder the whole time. Make sure you drop those fingers down towards the floor in the extension. They're not pointed out, they want to relax down to the floor. Once again, if you experience any pain in this movement at all, please do stop, reset, focus on the breathing. We don't want to be pushing into a stretch at either end of this movement. It's very gentle. Flossing is the movement, as I mentioned earlier, so it's the actual process of getting there, not that final stretched position. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder, and exhale, opening out, releasing fingers to the floor. Now these flossing techniques, guys, are really good to incorporate into your daily routine, or at least a few times a week for pain prevention. In terms of pain relief, if they are helping, if they're feeling good, continue with them. If they're not, do not. Last one here, finishing in that open position, head returns to the center. Now we're going to work both sides. Both palms face the ceiling. Inhale, we curl in with the left hand and we allow the right fingers to drop down towards the floor. Note that the upper arms both stay up in line with shoulders. Moving to side to side. One breath per movement. Now the inhalation and exhalation don't matter too much here in terms of which way you are moving. They're equal movements, as you can see. Don't mind me, guys, there is a fly that's really having a solid go at my face here. Make sure those fingers are dropping down to the floor. Now with these flossing movements, you are looking at doing 3 to 5 repetitions of each. But I find it's nice to incorporate them in your yoga practice by linking your breath with the movements. This keeps you moving and flowing, which is the key to that gliding. And it also elicits a nice sensation of relaxation and calm. Last one here. And release the hands down to the thighs. Now it is normal for you to feel a little bit of tension in the shoulders after that one, particularly if you do have any issues with the shoulders or impingement in the thoracic spine. While we're here, guys, let's draw some nice big spinal circles. Exhale, tuck the chin to your chest. And inhale, sweeping around to the side. Allow those shoulders to really rock and roll here. And exhale, tucking chin, nice big circle back. Holding onto the knees to really allow yourself to draw to the back and press to the front. Chin tucks with the exhale. And chin lifts with the inhale. Feel that nice rotation through shoulders. Take any movement that feels really nice for you here. Explore a few different planes. Hold at the front. Big breath in and exhale. The direction. Nice big circles. So I personally love these really open, dynamic sort of stretches. Every day you'll find a little different twist or turn that might feel really, really good for you and good for your body. Exhale at the back and inhale to the front. One more circle here, guys. Exhale to the back and inhale, sweeping forwards to the front. Exhale to reset back to our neutral position. Coming over onto hands and knees now. Knees stacked under the shoulders, hands stacked directly beneath. Knees stacked under the hips, hands stacked directly beneath the shoulders. So we'll continue with cat and cow. As you inhale into cow, lift the tailbone high, arch through the lower back, lift the chin, lift the eye gaze. And exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round the spine, look back between the thighs. Inhale, scoop the chest forward, arch through the lower back, tailbone lifts. And exhale, tucking chin, rounding through the spine. One more here. Inhale, scooping through, lifting tailbone, lifting chest. And exhale, tucking chin, scooping the belly into cat. Now we're going to adjust this move slightly, guys. Return to neutral. So this is our next flossing or gliding move. Now, unlike our normal cat and cow, the shift of the hips and the eye gaze differs slightly to our regular cat and cow. The breathing remains the same. So as we inhale, we lift the tailbone, we arch the back, but the eye gaze stays down. The head stays tucked, and we sit the hips back here. As we exhale into cat, we lift the eye gaze and we shift the body forwards, rounding up through the spine. Inhale to cow, chin tucks. We arch. And exhale to cat, tuck the pelvis, lifting eye gaze, shifting hips forward. This will feel a little bit weird. Now remember, gentle is the key here. Chin tucks, pressing back, arching back. And exhale, chin lifts, hips slide, puffing the back, rounding the spine. Inhale, back, arching into cow. Exhale, forward, lifting eye gaze, round rounding spine, modified cat. 2 more here, guys. Use your breathing. Very normal to become a little bit disorientated the first time you do this because it's going against our normal movements. Last one. Return to neutral position. We're going to engage the core a little bit while we're here with some bird dogs. Now to get this position right, plant down with the hands, spread the fingers wide on the floor. The elbows are facing directly towards each other. So if your arms hyperextend like mine and the elbows are facing forward, the joint, try to rotate them so that the inside of the elbow joint is facing in towards each other. I want you to extend your right leg, flexing the toes. I'll move forward a bit so you can see me on the Instagram. Pushing back with the heel, foot is flexed, so you're right on the ball of the foot. Now make sure the hips haven't travelled back, they're still directly over the knees. As you inhale, lift left arm up in line with the ear, long by the ear. Now we're going to move up and down in this bird dog. Inhale, lift the heel off the floor. Exhale, hand to floor, toes touch down. Inhale. Now this is an excellent beginner's option for bird dog so that you can focus on keeping your hips still and not allowing them to drop up and down. And you can focus on keeping the tummy tucked and the back flat. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. If you'd like to advance this, inhale to lift, exhale, bringing the knee in, hovering it just off the floor as you touch down with the hands. Inhale to lift, exhale, hand down, knee comes into hover, nice neutral spine. Otherwise, you could be remaining where we were, exhaling to tap toes, long back leg. One more here, guys. Inhale and exhale. Everyone draw the right knee in, stack it back under the hips, neutral position here. Extending left leg long, pushing away with the heel, locking out through the leg, drawing the tummy in, flattening out through the lower back. Make sure we haven't shifted back or shifted forwards. Hands directly under shoulders, knee directly under hip. Inhale to raise the right hand, palm faces inwards. Inhale, lift up with the left heel. And exhale, toes to ground, hand under shoulder. Inhale, lift up and reach. Exhale, lowering down. Try not to arch through lower back. So we don't want to be coming here. It's quite a small lift. Flat. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Option to bring that knee in if you like. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hand to mat. Knee comes into lower under the hip. 2 more, guys. Last one. Releasing in our neutral position. Walk the knees nice and wide. And sit the hips back and down onto the heels into a wide child's pose. You can lower the elbows down here, resting in this position. Working on dropping the chest further to floor. Otherwise, extend the arms, reaching forward with the chest and the upper body, trying to keep the hips connected down to heels. Option to lower the head down to the mat, breathing deeply here for 3 breaths. With the next inhalation, walking yourself back up, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to step through with the right leg, so lifting it up behind you. As you exhale, draw it through, foot to the floor. You may be able to get right through between the hands in one step, otherwise assist your foot forward using your hand. Bringing the foot through between the hands. Nice bend with the knee stacked over the ankle. Either using your inhalation or pressing down on the thigh if that feels better. We're going to come up into a low lunge. Inhaling the arms up and exhaling the arms down. So this is our next flossing exercise, guys. We're going to move from this position, which is our low lunge, engaging through hip flexor. Now we're working on two of our nerves here, our femoral one, which is in the hip, and our sciatic, the back of the leg. So essentially the front and the back of the leg and the hip. Inhale deeply through nose. As we exhale, we slowly press back, drawing chest down towards the thigh. Now note, don't go to the extent that you feel a lot of pain in the hamstring. This is a gentle movement, it shouldn't be too exaggerated. Inhale, bringing chest back through into low lunge. Option to keep hands on the thigh if that's easier, and then you can assist yourself pressing off the thigh. You can also keep fingers on the floor here, walking them forwards into low lunge. Inhale, walking them back into leg extension. Exhale, make sure you're tucking chin to chest here and rounding the spine. We don't want to flat back, then it's a hamstring stretch. So we're tucking. It gives you a lot more freedom of movement in the back of the leg. So options are fingers to floor, inhale forwards, exhale, rounding spine, tucking chin. Otherwise, we could have hand on thigh, inhale forwards, lifting eye gaze. Exhaling back, tucking chin, rounding spine. Otherwise, we can add the arms, inhaling forward, hands overhead. Exhaling back, hands to mat, chin to chest. Regardless of the option, the chin is tucking to the chest. We are rounding the spine as we exhale back. If you're feeling too much tension on your left knee here, the one that is kneeling into your mat, if you have a thin mat, place a cushion or a rolled towel under that back knee the next time that you try and attempt to do this one. Last one here. Inhaling forwards and exhaling back. Walking the hands back to neutral, taking the right knee back into our kneeling position. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, lifting right leg. Inhale and stepping through as we exhale. Once again, assist that knee forward if you need. You can take a different method to get here if that feels right for you. Inhale, option, pressing up on thigh or floating arms up. Exhale, rounding chin to chest, straightening left leg. Make sure we are rounding spine. Working with your breath, guys. Inhale forward, option to be walking hands on the floor for a lower option, giving you that extra support. Hands on thighs for our next option. Inhale forward, exhaling back, or incorporating arms. Inhale forward, exhale, chin to chest, rounding spine. Allowing that femoral and that sciatic nerve to glide up and down through the muscles. Note that left leg doesn't need to lock out in the end of this position. It can still stay softly bent. We don't want to push the hamstring stretch here. One more repetition, guys. Inhale forward and exhale, tucking chin to chest, rounding spine. Inhale, walking back to neutral, taking knee back under the hips. Now we're going to do a nice slow lower down to get ourselves onto our bellies. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Shift your body weight forwards, coming into a low plank so the back is flat, tailbone is lifted, shoulders are forward slightly further than the hands. Inhale, looking down at the floor, and as you exhale, as slowly as you can, lowering, leading with chest and hips hit the floor at the same time. Taking the hands down by the sides, chin down to the mat, eye gaze looking down at the mat. Interlocking fingers behind the back, allowing palms to come together to touch or opening depending on your shoulder mobility. Press down with the soles of the feet. As we inhale, we lift the chest, squeezing shoulder blades, lengthening the arms. And as we exhale, we lower down to the mat. Inhale, lifting chest, shoulders squeeze back in together. And exhale, slowly lowering down. Note that the soles of the feet are pressing down into the mat here. And exhaling down. You'll note that because of my shoulder immobility, I can't lift my hands up very high off my back and my glutes. Some of you may find that your arms are up quite high here. Inhale, lifting the chest, and exhale, lowering down. So we're strengthening the lower back with this one, guys, as well as opening the chest and the shoulders. Exhaling down. One more repetition. Inhale to lift, and exhale to lower down. Hands down by the sides, palms face the ceiling. Rest left ear down on the mat and take 3 nice deep breaths here. Breathing through to the area where you feel tension as a result of that nice deep strengthening exercise. Maybe your shoulders, it may be your lower back. Moving into our next flossing exercise. Once again, we're working with the thoracic, so we're aiming at working into the nerves through the neck, as well as the femoral again, so we're working again into those hip nerves. So what we want to do is we want to come into Sphinx pose. So pressing hands down to lift the chest, placing the elbows underneath the shoulders, forearms flat against the mat, palms flat on the mat, and fingers spread wide. So it's a very small back bend here. If you're feeling too much tension in the lower back in this position, you simply slide the elbows further away to lessen the degree of the back bend, lessening the lift through the chest. More advanced option is to bring those elbows right back, nice and tight against the ribs, lifting up through the sternum, lifting up through the chest, and pressing the hips down towards the floor. So we shouldn't have any lift of the belly. Belly button touches the mat in this Sphinx position. Pointing the legs long on the mats, tops of the feet pressed down into the floor, eye gaze is forwards. As we inhale, we lift the right leg, lifting the Knee the calf and the thigh off the floor. Hip stays in connection with the mat. As we exhale, we lower the leg. We curl the chin to the chest. Same leg. Inhale, lifting up, thigh lifts. Toes are pointed, leg is straight. And exhale, curling chin to the chest, lowering the leg. One more time on this side. Inhale, lifting. Back leg is straight, toes are pointed. And exhale, lowering. Now left leg, as we inhale, we lift. Now remember, flossing or gliding exercises are gentle, guys, so you shouldn't feel any pain here. You shouldn't really even feel a stretch. You should feel a very mild stretching sensation, but we shouldn't be pushing to the point that we feel a deep stretch in any of these flossing or gliding exercises. It's about getting that nerve to move, not creating extra tension in the muscles and fascia. Exhale. Now we alternate. Inhale, lifting right leg, lifting eye gaze. And exhale, lowering it down to the mat, curling chin to chest. Inhale, lifting up with left toes, lifting thigh. And exhale, lowering down. Now you may be feeling this a little in the muscles of the lower back. That is okay. They're not the area that we're working on the nerve. It's through the hip, through the neck. So a little bit of lower back muscle tension here is okay. We are strengthening the lower back with this exercise as well. One more on each side, wherever you are. Inhale to lift and point. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale, lifting eye gaze, lifting toe. And exhale, lowering down chin to chest. Lowering the chest to the mat, hands by the sides. Take the right ear down to the mat, resting here in a forward Shavasana. 3 deep breaths. Once again, breathe deeply through to any area where you may have created a bit of tension there, which in this case is probably the lower back, or possibly the shoulders if you do have tightness or tension in the shoulders. Drawing the eyes back to the center of the mat, hands beneath the shoulders. As you inhale, lifting up, try to do this with the belly lifted. So rather than peeling up like this and straining the lower back, try to brace through the abs, come up the same way that we went down. Core is lifted, use the strength in the chest, lifting with a flat back into that stretched out kneeling position. Drawing the knees in, coming down into a seated position. Cross-legged position facing towards the front. Take left hand down to the mat. Eye gazes forward. Right palm facing up. As we inhale, float the right arm up over the head, looking up at the hand, and exhale, reaching over to left hand side. Inhale, opening up, and exhale, reaching over, bending into that left elbow to let that side body stretch a little more. Now we make this a circle, guys. Inhale, stretching up. And as we exhale, sweeping down, rounding spine, drawing a nice big circle to the front. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bend that left elbow to allow your body to travel down to that left-hand side. Inhale, stretching up. And exhale, sweeping down. One more time, guys. This is just some nice big circular releases. Releasing any tension we may have created in the lower back with those Sphinx lifts. Release to center. Other side. Right hand to the mat. Left palm facing up. Inhale, stretching up, looking at the fingers. And exhale, keeping right arm straight for this first one. Inhale, opening up. Inhale, lift, and exhale, bending the right arm now to allow more of a side body stretch. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and exhale, reaching over. Inhale up and exhale down. And now going with those circles. Inhale, stretching up. And exhale, bending right arm. Allow the chest to shift over right thigh, over the center. Inhale, follow the hand with the eye gaze. And exhale. So by following your hand with your eye gaze, you're going to find that that chest rotates a little bit more. And we get more of that beautiful twisting massage through our spine. Exhale down. One more circle here, guys. Big, beautiful movements. Bit of freedom in these movements. And exhale all the way down. Releasing hands to the mat. Inhale to lift the right arm up by the ear. Exhale, coming into a twist. I want you to take hold of the outside of the left knee this time. Inhale, puff up the chest. And exhale, rotate. Taking chest to side of room. Taking the left hand behind the back. Nice and long, nice and straight, like a second spine. Inhale deeply through the nose. Think of energy. And exhale, think of release. Twist a little further, drawing against that left thigh. Inhale, energize. And exhale, releasing to the center. Spinal twist on the other side. Inhale, left arm up by the ear. Exhaling it down, taking hold of the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, lift chest, straighten the back. And exhale, twisting, leading with the eye gaze, twisting around, looking back over right shoulder. Chest is opening to the right side of the mat. Inhale, energize, straighten the back, and exhale, twist a little further, pulling on that right thigh. One more here. Inhale to energize, and exhale, soften into that twist. Twist a little further. Inhale to energize, and exhale, releasing to the center. Hands on knees. Final move, same way we started, with a few spinal rotations. Inhale. As you exhale, chin to chest, tucking through, rounding the spine. Inhale, sweeping through, leading with the chest. Think of leading with the heart center with this. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale, rolling forwards. One more circle in this direction, guys. So we have done some spinal flossing today, and we've done a lot of beautiful movements on the spinal cord itself. Other direction. Exhaling back. So we always want to do a lot of work on keeping that spinal cord nice and lubricated, nice and flexible so that it is able to stretch and bend and twist, to flex and contract freely and openly. Last one here, inhale, sweeping forward, and exhale, resetting back. Coming down into our supine position, lying on our back. We're going to roll down through spine. Everyone with bent knees today, a more gentle roll. Take hold of the backs of the thighs. Inhale, exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, and as slowly as you can, round the spine, look at the belly button, and roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time, using your hold on the thighs to slow that roll all the way down. Legs long. Allow the feet to open out to the sides of the mat. Allow the arms to rest down by the sides, palms open to the sky, fingers softly curled. Inhale deeply through to the belly, and exhale, feel the belly soften and release. Bringing your mind, bringing your focus back to your breath. Long, slow, energizing inhalations. Long, slow, releasing exhalations. Inhale and exhale slowly and deeply. And again, I want you to start a mental scan over your body. How does your body feel after your practice today? At the start of the class, you brought an awareness to any pain or tension that you may have held. Do those areas of your body feel different now? Do you feel a greater sense of release? Were you able to distract yourself during our 1 hour flow from that tension, from that pain? Did you allow your breath to heal? Did you allow your breath to capture your focus and your intention? If you do hold any remaining tensions, use your breath now. Inhale deeply through to that area. Feel the energizing and healing benefits of that oxygenation. And with your exhalation, visualize that pain, visualize that tension leaving the body and releasing into the air through the breath. Inhale to heal and energize. Exhale to soften and release. We are going to end the session today here in Shavasana. As we did a lot of work on spinal flossing, nerve flossing, nerve gliding and spinal work, we have done a great deal of work on the central nervous system. As a consequence, you may find that your body does need just a little bit of extra rest, a little bit of extra time just to recenter, refocus, re-energize and heal. So take as long as you need here in Shavasana. Continue breathing deeply through the body, breathing through to any pain or tension. And take a few moments just to thank your body. Thank it for the practice it's allowed today. to send a little bit of extra love through to your central nervous system. It keeps you strong, keeps you nimble, and supports your immune system. Namaste to you all. Thank you for joining me for today's practice. I hope that you did manage to find a few new techniques that you can incorporate in your day-to-day life for either pain management or pain prevention. I will be here again, same time, same place tomorrow morning, guys, 8:30 a.m. All you will need is a mat once again. We'll be doing an energizing flow, a little bit of balance work, having a little bit of fun. Please stay tuned now, 9:30 a.m. We have Laura from Speedfit Currumbine taking you through a kids workout. So if you're on Instagram, tune into the Speedfit Instagram Currumbine page. Otherwise on Facebook, streaming right here on the main Facebook page. If there was anything you liked, didn't like about today's class, guys, please do leave me a comment. If there's anything that you would like to explore or any questions you have that may have popped up with you during this practice, please just leave them below and I will get back to you. Otherwise, enjoy your Shavasana, enjoy your rest, have a wonderful hump day, and I hope to see you all again bright and early tomorrow morning. My name's Lauren, guys. Thanks for joining me.